Alright, let's see if this is going to work the way that it's supposed to work. No, helps if I mute this over here. There we go. Alright. I have been in the mood for some Battlefield, but I do not own Battlefield 6, so I will be playing, was it Battlefield 2042? I think that's the newest one that I have. Oh, that's right, I want to see if this worked for Discord as well. Did it? Did it work? No. No, it did not work. Why is this not working? Well, while the game is taking its sweet time to load, because I haven't played it in a while. That's frustrating. That's supposed to... I don't like when things aren't working the way that they're supposed to work. So the thing is that I'm supposed to be having it where it auto posts on to my Discord group that I am streaming when I start the stream. And apparently it's not going to do that. Nemesis 311, thank you for following. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I believe I know who this is if I'm not mistaken, but thank you for the follow. So at least I know that that's working. The alert that I converted over to the new software for streaming, at least I know that that's working. Why is Battlefield not starting? Battlefield, play. Activate, do your thingy-majogger. Play, Battlefield, play. Nope, it's... why is it not... Oh, it's... I forget. It's through Steam, which means it has to open up EA in order to play, and blah, 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 all that stuff. Yes, it is EA's fault, because, you know, heaven forbid that they just use Steam for Steam's actual function, rather than just being a third-party system to go and, you know, oh, you're going to open it in Steam? Well, guess what? You have to open it in EA too. What? Secure boot is not enabled. What the heck is that? EA, what did you do? What did you do, Electronic Arts? Let's see here. Some EA games require Secure Boot, a Windows 10 and Windows 11 security feature that ensures your PC only loads safe software during startup. Secure Boot allows games supported by EA's anti-cheat system to detect and remove bad actors, resulting in fewer cheaters and a better experience for players. How do I enable this, even though this is stupid? Again, EA. So, you know, stupid. It's a DOS change you have to make. Oh, that's just stupid. Yeah, and in order to do that, you had to do it for BF6. That doesn't surprise me. So in other words, this is not something I'm doing right now, because I would have to cancel the stream or stop the stream, do it, and then reboot everything. That's how it works with their anti-cheat. Oh, that's just stupid. Like, if every other freaking game has an anti-cheat system, and, you know, they don't make things this complicated. Yay, BIOS settings. Yeah, Casey, that's... I hate freaking BIOS so much. Like, it serves its purpose, obviously, but when it comes to stupid stuff like this, I think it's stupid and kind of retarded. Alright, so I guess I'm not playing Battlefield 2042. This must have been something they changed recently, though, because I've played it without having to go in through the BIOS stuff, unless something changed in the BIOS itself that caused it to like a reset or something. But yeah, well, all right. So I got to figure out what I'm doing instead. What am I gonna do instead? I think I have Apex installed still. Okay, yeah, that'd be awesome if you can send that to me like over Discord or something, because then when I'm done, I can go through that process of getting that figured out and have it ready for next time, in theory. You have the same errors. You have to change settings in your BIOS to allow UEFI to boot. Yeah, that's what I was reading. So either way, I would definitely be stuck with having to shut down and reboot in order to get it all done. And I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm streaming, and I'm not gonna stop my stream just to go around and fix it only for it to yeah. I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna see if Apex will load, which also runs through EA's platform. At least that's how I have it installed. If Apex will load, maybe I'll try to play that for a little bit. Although Ryan said that Apex has gotten incredibly difficult to play. He said it is nothing like what it used to be as far as playing the game goes. That it's basically like it feels like everyone is overpowered, and unless you are dedicated to the game itself, you're pretty much likely to lose. So we'll see how well this goes for me, because I'm definitely not the greatest first person gamer out there. I mean, I'd like to believe I'm somewhat decent, but I'm definitely not, number one in the method of playing. You can really screw up your motherboard too if you fiddle with the settings wrong. Oh, wonderful. And yet somehow that also does not surprise me. So stupid. Let's see here. That's right, I have to readjust audio levels for everything too. I want to say that this, in theory, should not be too loud. So here's the one thing. What's that say? Banu854A who just followed me. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. It is very much appreciated. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's like Bunu854 a cat. I have no idea what that means, but I appreciate the follow. You will most likely need to format your OS drive before you enable secure boot. Dude, oh, come on. Not like frustrated with you, but frustrated at the situation. Because at some point, I do want to get Battlefield 6, but if this is the same thing that has to happen with Battlefield 6, then that's just going to be annoying and frustrating, especially because I have a lot of my development software on my main drive. I think I might have actually changed that after the last situation. Are you on Windows 10 or Windows 11? I'm on Windows 11. I'm on Windows 11. I've been on Windows 11 for a while now because some of the software that I've had to use for development and production stuff and all that, I've had to upgrade to 11 earlier than I really wanted to. It is simple and took a couple of minutes. Oh, then you should be fine. Okay, well that's good. If this is something that being on Windows 11 will have simplified, that is great. Loading shaders. I am now waiting for shaders to load because that's a preload thing for, I feel like, every game that exists now. So I'm doing that. Which, I mean, it is beneficial to preload shaders. Wait, how are you on Windows 11 without secure boot enabled? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't mess with the BIOS. In fact, usually I make my brother come over and figure out BIOS things. Like, okay, I have the knowledge and the ability to do it, but I do not enjoy being in BIOS or dealing with BIOS stuff. So if I can throw my brother under the bus and get him to do it for me, I will do that in a heartbeat. Like, no second thought to it whatsoever. So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that there's probably a difference between the way I don't know. I really truly don't. Let's see here. Since we're waiting for the shaders to load. Secure boot on Windows 11. Check your current status. Okay, we'll do this. So, check the status. Info. Here, it's gonna pop up here. I'm gonna move it over here. Find secure boot state. Yeah, it says it's off for me. If I bring it over here and show you, it says secure boot state off. So I'm not sure. Not sure if it's supposed to be on because I'm on Windows 11. Well, apparently it's not, but apparently it can also be disabled since I'm on Windows 11. So I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Again, the BIOS type things, not my thing at all. So definitely something that, maybe at some point I'll... No, not maybe, because like I said, I would like to play Battlefield 6 at some point when I can afford it. So in all likelihood, exactly what is going to happen is that after I stream tonight, either tonight or tomorrow, I will figure out getting it enabled. And thank you for sending me that video. I appreciate it. I will check it out when I'm ready to do that. But I'll get that enabled and everything so that going forward, I can play games like Battlefield. And of course, it's only EA. Well, I can't even say it's only EA games because Apex is technically an EA game, though not developed by EA. It's developed by Respawn Entertainment. But the same argument is made for Battlefield. Battlefield is just developed by DICE, which technically was its own individual studio at one point, but it was bought out by EA many, many moons ago. I think it was bought out by EA back when Battlefield 2 was released. Was harder to find for me because I still have Windows 10, so menus were different. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I know, it sounds like a lot of people are kind of starting to hit that point where you have no choice. You have no choice but to upgrade to Windows 11, because isn't Windows 10 support being cut off? Okay, yep, that's what I thought. I thought Orion had mentioned that at one point, that it was being cut off and no longer going to be usable. New mode available. I don't want to play a new mode. I just want to play good old Battle Royale. I keep putting it off. Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. That they just are putting it off, that they don't want to do it, which I get. I mean, Windows 11, when it first came out, had a ton of issues. I mean, honestly, it was kind of like Windows 8 when it came out, where it was just nothing but a ton of problems. Bot Royals, firing range, unranked. See, I don't want to do trios. I just want to. Well, I guess technically I can run solo without filling it. But yeah, it was like Windows 8. When Windows 8 came out, it was pretty poor quality operating system. And now, well, most people don't even acknowledge that Windows 8 ever existed. But same with Windows 11. When it first came out, it was absolutely horrible. I only upgraded it because of the necessity for some of the software I use for development and editing and stuff like that. But otherwise, I had no desire to upgrade to it. We're now like, yeah, there's little bugs to it here and there still, but it's like mostly cosmetic bugs, at least the issues that I'm running into with it. So for the most part, it doesn't bother me too much. Let's see here. Waiting for players. Well, so far it seems like the software for a stream is working pretty well. It looks like I'm keeping a fairly consistent frame rate. I haven't had any like bugs or errors pop up on it. My shortcuts that I made for my Elgato app on my iPad seem to be working right. I am going to be curious to see how this clip function works, depending on what goes on in the game, how that works, if it will let me replay or not, and if I have that set up right. Because that would be cool. Be able to replay some badass, hits and all that. Who do I want to play as? I feel like I pretty much have always just played this guy, so that's what we're gonna play. It's been such a long time since I've played. I am most likely going to die right away, starting off. As Dexter lays lazily on the recliner with his head drooped over on the other side. Alright. I am Jumpmaster because I'm by myself. Ooh, they have little names over places now. Let's go way over here by the bunker. I'm not immediately seeing anyone else over here. But when I play solo, I try to play or start at least a good distance from others so I can get geared up fairly distantly before I inevitably die anyway. I used to hate shotguns in games, but recently, between playing Borderlands and playing Fortnite, I have actually enjoyed having shotguns in games because I always inevitably end up being really close to people. Now, granted, this is not... It's kind of like a shotgun, but it's not really a shotgun. But if I could find a decent shotgun... I just have to also remember what all my controls are here. Ooh. I don't need that. I have to remember how to use it. 4. 4s. Oop, 4 is not how it says 4. Where's 4 how many I have? What? Shield already full. Dude, that's why. Alright. I'm going to need to move pretty quickly here, because I know I'm outside the circle. What do we got in here? I don't know what that was, but I picked it up. How far am I from the circle? I got a little bit of time. Not much. This is the shotgun. This is rifle. I'm not too far away from some action. The other side of this cliff. Use the Force, Luke. Oh, that's not good for me. Oh, there's people. Is it too far away? I don't know that I could get a shot at any of them. Oh boy. That circle's coming in fast. Nope, I'm down. I knew that was gonna happen. We'll try it again. Practice match. Well, at least it seems like I got the audio levels right. So far, anyway. Because it doesn't seem like the game is louder than my voice stuff, but hard for me to tell while I'm playing. But guys, I am really excited. I need, as long as we're right about Twitch taking a while to catch up on the achievement reading, I only need one more follower towards affiliate status. And then it's just a matter of having a consistent viewer count over the next several streams. So I'm excited, guys. This is progress. It feels really good. And I need to get back on consistently streaming, which I did really well. I streamed like 4 nights in a row, and with the intent of only taking 1 day off. But then I ended up taking a few days off because I wasn't feeling well, and it was better to rest than to overdo it and end up hurting myself. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe we won't die right away, at least.
I keep my shields full with this big old battle.
Yeah, we'll hit the crash site.
Round 1, beginning ring countdown.
My enemies will find me inside this ring.
Attention, first blood.
Pick it up. Apparently I'm already full. Ooh, I have a self-revive kit. That's sweet. Alright, I'm in the circle to start, which is nice. What we got over here? There we go. I mean, it's a shotgun, so not like super duper nice, but better than nothing. Oh wait, there's... Nope, this is what I want.
New kill leader appointed. Attention, there is a new kill leader.
Wait, can we fly these? No, we can't. That'd be pretty freaking cool though if we could. See, now would be a good time to have a sniper. But I guess I'll chill, wait here while they all shoot at each other. Oh, there's one there.
Let's go that way.
One there.
Zip line over there.
And several of them down there. Oh, it's because I sense footsteps.
Our aim is clear. Enemies lie that way. And Scotty landed near me. Stay alert.
Oh. See, this is a function I want to put in my game where control is to toggle, or not toggle, but hold for crouch, and then make it so that
Inside this ring, I will
C is so that you're toggling it. Right now I just have control to hold for crouch. Enemy respawning nearby.
I have enhanced my weapon. Glory of it.
I wonder what this new enhanced weapon thing is, because you used to just have to get upgrades on your own. You didn't have so much of an enhancement system. Alright, where's this circle?
Half a minute. The ring is near to me.
Okay, I'm just on the edge of the circle. Ooh, triple take, yes. Alright, now let's see what we can do here. Ooh, almost hit him. Ha, did hit him there.
I will slaughter these final two squads. My weapon has been enhanced. Now we hunt.
basically the way in which I was coming from.
One squad remains.
Ooh, it's me versus one other squad. Alright.
Remains.
Come on, pop out your little head.
The ring is not far from me. Time benefits.
Where you at?
Throwing thermite grenade. Throwing thermite grenade.
Where you at? See, the difference is,
Shut down. 10 seconds. The All Father graces me. Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
oh, they got me down. Can I do it? Can I do it?
I am Reeker. I am Lootholder.
Oh shoot, they actually have me more pins than I do them. Oh. I should have paid attention to the map better.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Attention. Respawns will be disabled soon.
Yep. Oh, that's right. It wasn't. That wasn't bad. Alright, we're gonna try this replay clip function here. See how that works.
We have our Apex champion.
Oh, interesting. Okay, it's like a mini box replay. We're going to create it so that it will replay the whole screen while it's replaying. But this is kind of cool, being able to see the replay. Because from what I understand, if I'm not wrong here, is that you guys can see the replay, but it's not going to have my voice chat at all from the recording itself. I should have paid attention to the map better. Nope, it definitely does. Okay. Unless I mute it. If I keep it muted, then it just shows the replay and all of that. So that's cool. Alright, and then we should be able to stop the replay. Maybe. Or not. You're going to get the full 90 seconds. Which is fine. Wait, no, now is it looping the replay? Let's see, what is it doing? What's it doing with my replay? Yep, it did, it looped it. So how do we get it to stop? Now the replay's stuck. But I can make it disappear. So I want to see if I hit replay again to replay it. Okay, it's always going to show up in that little smaller box there, which is fine. But then this button is supposed to stop the replay, which it is failing to do. And that's part of why I'm streaming tonight, is I wanted to experiment with some of my settings with this new software and everything, see what exactly it's doing. So this, oh, it's supposed to be this. I had the button programmed wrong. So this, there we go. So now if I hit replay, boom, it'll pop up. Yeah, I can watch it. The audio is disabled on it unless I go in and do it otherwise. But then I hit disable replay and it goes away. Okay. There we go. This is what happens when you don't program the button the right way. But there we go. That's cool. I like the replay function. I'm thinking 90 seconds is a little too long, so I'm gonna see if I can adjust that while we're doing this here. We're gonna drop it down to 30 seconds. And we'll see what that does. But either way, cool. I like it. Alright. I guess we're doing another match here, guys. We're playing another round. Look at me, I'm dancing. This is what happens when you play Borderlands. Let's see here. I want to put this, or maybe it already is on here. It should have updated. So if I go to my channel and I look, yep, okay. That's what it looks like. Ooh, and that's what the chat does. So I need to adjust the chat too, because this chat, where the box is not looking all right. So we're going to end up bringing the chat box out a little bit. Maybe we'll just have to go on the other side. I don't like that, though. I wonder if I go into here. We're going to change that to like 800. No, because it makes it smaller. Now let's put this back at... Yep, nope, that's not going to work. So, for now, we're just going to put it right here. But I'll have to go into, I think it's Streamlabs itself is how I have the chat box on here. I'll have to go on to Streamlabs itself and make some setting adjustments for how the chat box works and everything. But for now, we'll leave it where it is. If you guys find it annoying or whatever, just let me know. I can always disable it and go to my clean scene setting where it eliminates the chat box, the camera, and I think the follower goal bar. That I might have left there. I'm not sure. I think I took that off too, though. Let's get some gear. Ooh, I will happily take the big ass shotgun. That's also, ooh, I want. I'll take the rampage instead. And for those of you who have the permissions to and are attached to my Discord chat, and I think some people I still need to add to this, but there is a role called a Twitcher. If you have that role, you should be able to join the voice chat that I am going to try to remember to always connect to when I'm streaming. So that way it just makes it easier if anyone wants to jump in and chat, or if they want to jump in and play, or something along those lines. It's a little bit quicker and easier to do that. And like I said, it's for people who have permission to do that. Obviously, I'm not just going to give that permission to everybody, because that would be silly. But, yeah, for people that I game with or that, I trust and all that crazy stuff. If you're, like I said, you have to be part of my Discord group, which you can find the link for in the links underneath the stream video. You join the Discord, and then once you join, I'll know who you are most likely, or you just message me directly and I will get you added so you're able to jump in. Because I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do my best to remember to jump into that voice chat whenever I'm streaming, again, to make it easier for people to come in and out as they so wish. Another thing that I'm working on with testing this new software is it is supposed to be giving me the ability, once YouTube approves it, to also be able to stream on YouTube at the same time. And if that is the case, I'm really freaking happy, because that means a couple things. One, double the platform reach. Two, also, right now what I do is when my Twitch stream ends, I set it up that Twitch goes and exports the file over to my YouTube for archival purposes, and because there are actually some people who follow me on YouTube who watch it. How much they watch it or what all they watch of it, I have no idea, but it gets viewership, which means people are checking it out. So, but then that'll save time on that a little bit, with not having to worry about the whole export process. Another thing is I do record my streams. Right now, I don't really do anything with them directly, because, whoa, did not expect that. I just don't have time to do any like specific editing or anything to them to get like certain clips or anything like that, which is why I am just exporting the Twitch to that, or it's why I'm experimenting with the clip it function both in the stream software, as well as trying to remember to use the Twitch version of it. And once I get all that figured out, then once I have YouTube all figured out, I may also try to get it set up so that I can live stream when I'm playing games on TikTok and maybe Instagram as well, because the software is supposed to be able to handle doing several platforms at once. It supports the other platform, Kick, which I just learned about today. Don't know that I'm gonna pursue anything with that anytime soon, but either way, trying to widen the approach as to what I'm doing, as long as the internet sustains it and doesn't make a big deal about it. Obviously, if it's going to cause internet issues, but whether it's for me or for anyone else here, then I won't. It'll be something more for the future. But it doesn't hurt to experiment with it. Where is everybody? I am in the circle. Alright, follow the red circle.
I have enhanced my weapon.
Follow the red circle.
My enemies will find me inside this. An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses.
I hear the shoots, the bing bangs. Lots of shooting over there, but lots of shooting over here too. Oh. Thing is I don't remember how to use. Oh, is it Q?
Marking our surroundings.
3 hostiles detected. Wonderful. Where are ya, bitches?
I'm taking fire.
Nope, they got me. They got me. Right. Gonna hit the clip function again. We're gonna hit replay again and see how that comes out. This is 30. Well, it's not. Well, no, about 30 seconds. So, see how that looks overall. Again, the audio for the replay itself is muted. But it is, 30 seconds isn't bad. Yeah, I don't mind 30. Now, does it loop every time? It does. So I have to make sure that I disable the replay, which is good to know. So I'm loading the next match, looking at the clip settings. Yeah, I mean, I could go shorter. I could go 10 seconds. I'm going to stick with 30 seconds, though, because these record directly to my computer, which means it makes it a little bit easier for editing later on. I do think one thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to create another scene that doesn't include the chat in it, but still has the camera in it. Just because all of that text across the screen, no, we're going to do that real quick. We're going to do that. We're going to duplicate and rename it No Chat. You guys are going to watch me do it because I'm doing this live. We're going to get rid of the chat box. There we go. And then what we're going to do is I also need to open did I close it? Probably did, because I do that all the time, and I keep forgetting to pin this to my computer. Like I said, you can tell this stream completely experimental. So we're gonna move that over there, remove that over there, remove that, we're gonna move that, we're gonna create this, we're gonna make this the no chat, and we're gonna call it no chat. There we go. And now the chat is not there, but you still keep the camera and the progress bar and all that. But then if I want to just, you know, in the lobby wait and whatever, and I want to show the full chat, you can see the chat. No chat, you got the full camera. Back to here, we got the clean package, which literally eliminates all of the extra stuff, except for probably the alert box. But we're going to go back to no chat. We're going to do that for now, and we're going to pay attention to the game and jump out of the ship and try not to die again, because I have not won anything with this. I've knocked people down, but I haven't killed anyone yet. So, you know, good job me. If I was playing Battlefield, I'd be doing better. Stupid Electronic Arts. Had to go and ruin everything. Had to ruin my whole plan. Actually, this wasn't even my original plan for the night. My original plan for the night involved playing a game demo for a game that isn't out yet that I got access to but was allowed to test out and stream. And so, I don't know, something weird happened. I had access to it. I received the email for it. And then all of a sudden it just like it disappeared from my email box altogether. It's like, you know, I know you can do it with emails now where you can like undo the sends, which I think is both useful and a terrible idea at the same time. So I wonder if like it took me too long, because it did. I got it I had the email for a few days before I actually tried to go and do anything with it. Again, I wasn't feeling well. And so I wonder if there's like a time thing for it where because I didn't get on it fast enough, I lost access to it, which is fine. Not the end of the world. But with connecting with some developers and everything, there are definitely some games where I'm like, hey guys, if you want me to play, I'll happily play. You know, no big deal. But it is what it is. So, obviously didn't play the demo. I've considered getting some demos for games that aren't out yet on Steam. That thing. Haven't done that either. But I might plan that for my next stream, playing some demos for games that aren't out yet. Maybe stream them, play through them a little bit, kind of get an idea. Are they future games worth investing into? Before I got back into streaming, I did that for a game called Twisted Tower for a developer that I follow pretty closely. I should have kept that scope. No, I guess the scope's not bad. I watch his podcast and everything. I'm like almost completely caught up on his podcast, and I've been watching it since the very beginning. Ooh. Is this good? I've heard this is good. We're gonna try it. Where are you people? I want to shoot you with my bow. But yeah, we're gonna do stuff and things. Track direction. You all went that way.
There are Anscoti to be found in this direction.
Where art thou? Where'd you go?
Bless me with sight.
So I have a shotgun and a bow and arrow. For a minute, I couldn't tell if that was a person or if it was just like a little like flower type thing floating through the air. Wait, what's going on back behind me?
Marking our surroundings.
No hostiles, but there's a red flashy on my map suggesting that there are people this direction. Oh, I can't wait for my new glasses to get here. It is very hard to focus on some of this. Alright, all the gunshots say they're coming from this way.
Scanning the area. My enemies will find me inside this ring.
Ooh. Yes, please. Oh, I don't know if I can get to a high point from here. If I can try to hold back some.
An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses. Marking our surroundings.
Alright, no immediate hostiles.
Anscoti shield.
They're smoking themselves, hiding away. This is Battlefield. Y'all would be dead. Just saying. Y'all be dead if this was Battlefield.
Got them.
You're almost dead.
All Father, give me
Oh, I
sight.
thought I heard steps near me. Yep. I wasn't crazy. I heard steps. They're gonna come up behind me and kill me right away. Yep. Dang it. I heard steps, but I didn't detect them. What the frick rack? That's stupid. That is stupid. Oh. Riku. No, stop doing that, phone. Well, I'm hitting people, and like I said, if this was Battlefield, they'd be dead. But no, couldn't play Battlefield.
Our path is made today.
Let's do this. I'm just gonna jump right away. Maybe even see if we get some action up close right away. Find that I tend to do better that way if I just jump right in right away and rush to not die. I mean, sniper's not exactly what I want to pick up right away, but I don't like Volt guns.
The battle lies in that distant ring.
Another Volt gun. What is it about these Volt guns? They are nothing special.
Scanning the area.
Of course, no one jumped by me. Or at least not that I can tell. Of course, I'm also, way outside the circle.
Marking our surroundings. Time graces me. The ring is close. Ring is not far from me. Time benefits. Half a minute. The ring is near to me. All Father, give me sight. The All Father graces me.
New kill leader appointed. Warning. New movement in progress.
All Father, give me sight.
I haven't even used my ultimate the whole time I played.
An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses. An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses. An enemy landed near me. Trust your
Yikes.
senses. An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses.
New kill leader appointed.
I feel like I did this last time too.
Kill leader.
Yep, this is where I did this last time. Before they snuck up on me and killed me.
Marking our surroundings. I have enhanced my weapon. Glory of fates.
Damn, there's nowhere really to take cover now. So I'm just on the edge.
Now we hunt.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Weapon restocking complete.
Blessing of sight. Enemy over there.
How did that?
I took an enemy's life.
Attention. The kill leader has been eliminated.
Time graces me. The ring is close.
Yeah, you don't have anything I want.
The ring is not far from me.
Dang it.
I took an enemy's life.
Well, I mean, that wasn't horrible. It could have been worse. But hey, I killed someone this time. That's what matters. If that's the only kill that I get, that's better than nothing.
A trail to the party. Let us catch them up there.
Well, thank you for lurking, my man. I appreciate your lurks. I'm assuming you're probably at work. You are at work. So I appreciate your lurks while you're at work. Your working lurks. Your working lurks. Your lurks are working. Lurk, 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 lurk. Lurkers. We can do this. Yeah, I'm still not using my ultimate either. That's part of the problem. I need to use my ultimate.
As one, we will be gifted with victory.
We will be gifted with victory. A very horrible attempt at Russian. bark, 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 bark.
My squad's gonna beat up your squad.
No, my squad's gonna beat up your squad. We're headed to the rig. Start over here. Say hello to my little friends. Way over here. Uses the same ammo though. Don't want that. I don't want a volt either though. In case I get a sniper again. Yeah, we'll take a shotgun.
Bless me with sight.
I lost my sneak ability because of the circle. Should have found somewhere else. Again, distant to survive that last match a little longer.
Time graces me. The ring is close.
Where'd you go? You went that way.
A trail to Anscoti. Let us catch them unaware. Bless me with sight. Half a minute. The ring is near to me.
If I keep running. My nose is itchy.
10 seconds. The All Father graces me. That leads to our enemy. Let us follow it. Bless me with sight. An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses.
I can wait.
Marking our surroundings.
Rude. No, that did not go as planned at all. What? That did not go as planned at all. Stupid. I thought hitting G was just gonna throw the grenade right away.
Fight now.
But apparently I was wrong. Apparently it just equips the grenade. I wonder if that's a setting. I'd much rather like just hit G and have it like throw it. Yeah, equip grenade. I just want you to throw the grenade when I push the button. That's silly. That's silly. We can do this.
The gust of wind calls our victory.
That's what I was gonna look at. I was gonna see. Sure about the runoff. Say it's Sunday. So let's see how long it takes for the achievements that are, you know, collecting all the information for being able to become an affiliate. I want to see how long it takes for that to catch up to the fact that I have 4 more followers than it says that I have. Because hopefully that is all that is. It's just a obnoxious delay thing. Oh, I'm the wrong way to get to the circle. Gotta get to the circle. No, I'm in the circle now. Now, if I can just avoid dying with my very limited gear. Oh boy. Oh, that didn't work well.
Marking our surroundings.
No hostiles, but they've been through here. They're a lot more that way.
Inside this ring, I will win.
So yeah, I don't want one of those. I'll take one of those though.
An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses.
so much gunshots.
Shots fired at me. My weapon has been enhanced. Now we hunt. Took out a hostile. I am Raker. I am Bluthunter. Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
I don't remember what my ultimate does. We're gonna find out because we're gonna rush in there with it.
My weapon has been enhanced.
Ooh, what is this?
We hunt. Trust in the Old Father. A leaf to our enemy.
Where are
Let us
they?
follow it. Marking our surroundings.
Dang it. That was lame. I didn't reload my gun. Stupid. Freaking Ninja Turtles. I should have reloaded. I didn't reload. That's my bad. Yeah, see, I'm not doing good with this game at all. This is definitely more I should play it with other people game. We support each other better. But if this was Battlefield, I'd be doing a lot better. Oh, that's what I should do. I might experiment with programming something after this match to see how that would work. Because you can do multi-actions. So, because if I wanted it to show a scene and then play a replay, but it would have to determine what scene it also has to go to. So I need to create another scene. But oops, we'll do that in a minute.
Inside this ring, Arabella.
I don't want the havoc.
All Father, give me sight. There are Anscoti to be found in this direction.
It's still a good ways off in the distance.
New kill leader appointed. Kill leader eliminated.
Five seconds ago.
Marking our surroundings.
Which means they probably just jumped on the next line right away.
Warning. Ring in progress.
Inside this ring, I will win.
Appointed.
An enemy landed near me. Trust your senses.
New kill leader.
How am I missing y'all? Like, that's just not acceptable. Oh, fuck.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Attention. Moving ceremony start.
I hear him. I just don't see him. Yeah, they jumped right in front of me. Alright, let's try programming this real quick. Let's create another new scene. Oops, it's gonna go black for you guys for a second here. Replay. And then open up the Steam Techie. This, you're gonna grab replay. I'm just gonna hit clip here real quick. So there's that. So that's what this will actually be. But then this one will add another multi-action. This will be stop replay. Because then we're going to tell it to go back to that scene, and we're going to tell it to dismiss the replay. So if I did these right, in theory, if I push this one, it'll take us back to, yep, our main scene and everything. But then if I hit play, it'll play the latest replay. Just like that. Now figuring out how to just permanently stay like a full screen thing, I don't think that's going to be doable. But alas, either way, I can have it so it gets rid of all the extra stuff in the backward. So I'm just going to rename these right quick. Because now it's just going to play that until I tell it not to, which is what the dismiss replay button will do. So if I hit replay, dismiss replay, replay, dismiss replay, but if I go back to interesting. So it's not going to get rid of the replay thing. So if I hit replay, it shows it. I think I have to do it in an action order. So for this, it needs to hit the replay control first and then switch scenes in order to fully dismiss it. I wonder if I can set up a delay, like a, yep, you can. So we're going to tell it to delay, sure. And then we'll do the same thing for the replay. Actions with the delay. So now if I hit replay, it's showing nothing. If I hit replay, which it's not doing anymore, dismiss replay, brings you back here. Alright, it's going to take some experimenting, but it's got the general concept in there. So if I get rid of replay clip, go back to here, hit replay, goes to the black screen, delays, plays it. So probably need a longer delay. Maybe. We'll see. 2000 microseconds. If I hit 1000. So we tell it to replay. Waits a second. Brings the video over, so I can probably slow it down or speed it up a little bit on this one. Like tell this to do 500 instead of 1000. Let's go ahead and hit this. Now we'll hit replay. Boom, comes in a lot faster that way. But then hit this. Alright, might work on the timing a little bit still, but that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Alright, I think that I am going to call it for the evening, guys. I am getting owned in playing this game, and the purpose of tonight's stream was more or less to experiment with the new software, which I am liking. I am liking very much so. And I think that once I'm able to kind of see more of what it can do once I get it on YouTube and some other platforms, see how that turns out and everything. Alex. Yes, 513-8008. That is exactly what I'm talking about. I think that once I'm able to kind of get an idea of how well the software works with getting it streamed to other platforms as well and everything, we'll determine if I stick with it. Otherwise, I still have OBS in the background to run with and everything as well. But so far, I can't complain. This has worked really well. Like I said, it's maintained consistent frame rate. The clip system is working fairly well. And a couple things that I'm going to program a little bit differently as far as my shortcuts for everything goes. But I can't complain overall. So for tonight, guys, that is it. I am going to go and do some other things. And I will talk to you all later.